All right. We're live. We are live. We're live. We're live, everyone. I don't know if you know. We're live. Awesome. Again, my name is Jonathan Dunkerley. You can call me Dunk. It's my nickname. It's my dad's nickname. It's his dad's nickname. It's just a thing. Just call me whatever you want. Just call me Jonathan or Dunk. Whatever you feel like. It's just one of those two things. It's a thing. Cool. All right. So what I'm going to show you today is how I am actually creating basically a funnel using AI content that's getting me leads, that's getting me sales, and I'm doing it largely just by repurposing content and generating content with AI. Now, you could do this a whole bunch of different ways. You can copy me exactly how I'm doing it. And I actually do have a checklist that I've created that I'm just sharing with everybody. So I do that. It's at aiprofitchecklist.com. And if you drop the little, I always have my little banner down here. It's got the little link down there. But if you go to that link and you just grab the checklist from there, I also just share it regularly in my school community. Which here, I just shared this live in the school community. Let me just bump this over here. Boom, boom. I'm gonna grab I gotta grab a Stream Deck because I keep on hitting all the buttons. I'm using StreamYard, but I have to click the buttons on the screen whenever I want to change my screen. Hold on, let me just this is actually another thing I wanted to talk about, but before I share right here, not that one. I'm on the completely wrong tab. I have one screen right now instead of two. So what I was going to show you is I always share everything in here. I constantly share like my checklist. So if you come here, like I just shared it with, you don't even have I usually have an opt-in, just so you know, that's part of the marketing funnel. So if you want to see how I'm making money, don't ever look at the things that I'm doing and go like, I don't want to go do that thing. Look at what I'm doing and then ask yourself, why am I doing it? And it's because it makes me money. Like it's why I'm doing it. So if you look at something that I'm doing and you go like, oh, why is Jonathan or why is Dunk doing that? Think about it and go like, oh, he's doing it because it's actually making money. It's actually something that's working. If it wasn't working, I wouldn't be doing it. So maybe, just copy me, copy what's working. I want you to rip me off. I want you to copy everything I'm doing. I want you just to take everything that's working and I want you to just copy me. You could put your own secret sauce, your own special flair onto it. You might be doing a different niche than me. It still works. Just take the strategy and copy it. If you want to take pieces that work, power to you. I'm just showing you what's working for me, and I wouldn't be sharing with you unless it was working for me. Just saying. Just point it out there. So, but if you do want to get this checklist, you could either go to my school community. Let me just just click right here so you can see the link. It's just this one right here. It says school.com/wealth on autopilot. It's the school platform spelled SKOOL. So if you do want to grab that list, you can grab it there. Also, another place that you can grab it, and just so you understand the funnel that you're going to be going through, so you can understand how other people are going to go through it, you basically get sent to a checklist like this, which is basically an opt-in page, and you offer somebody a lead magnet. This is marketing 101. You don't have to be using AI content. This is basically ever since internet marketing started to become a thing. This is how it's worked. If you don't know this, welcome. This is how it works. This is how it works. So, and again, if you do get value from these lives, or if this is a repurpose and a re-upload or whatever it is, if you get value from it, please just smash that like button. It does really help show this to more people. And also, if you do want to come and hang out with me live, this is the best place to ask me questions live. You can come into my school and ask questions, but I may not be around all the time. If I'm live, I'm here right now. And if you put something in the comments, I will see it. So if you want to ask me a question, this is probably one of your best times to do it, especially, without any kind of any kind of thing. It's completely free. So, and you see, it just gives you the check-in. People give you their name and email, and then you have their email address. It's going to put them on your email. So you could use whatever. I'm using High Level to do this, by the way. And it's on the checklist. So I have like High Level right here. And then I also have a snapshot right here of High Level, which you could do. It's completely your choice, which one if you want to do it or not. But I have a snapshot of High Level. Let me click this off. Duh. I had two of the same tabs since the Google Sheet it was showing. But I have a snapshot. So if you want to just clone my funnel and what I'm doing, I'm just going to keep on updating the snapshot. So if you do that, again, if you want to support what I do, just go through these links right here. Any of them that are affiliate links, it'll help support the channel. And that's how I monetize. And you could do the same exact thing too. And basically give people a flow on how to succeed in something and then monetize with something called recurring affiliate income. Now, this part is no different than something that's existed for a long time. Recurring affiliate income is nothing new. It's nothing new to me. It's nothing new to you. It's just something that's part of marketing. And affiliate income, it's like you could think of it this way: like you have affiliate income would be parallel to like I mean, maybe we all haven't seen it, but you think about like that show Mad Men, right? All these people sitting in a boardroom trying to decide how to get somebody's product successful and how they could throw somebody in front of how do we get this many sales? And they're like thinking, well, with social media and things like that, people trust individuals more than they trust companies for good reason. Companies can be little shysters. So I don't blame people for trusting people more than companies. But when you start to build a relationship with somebody in whatever it is, whatever your niche is, people start to trust. That's where influencers come in. You know, the reason why they're influencers is because people are trusting that person more so than a company or an advertisement company. So affiliate marketing is basically a company will give sometimes they give some resources to utilize in their marketing, but it's a commission you get for making a sale. And companies like it better because they don't ever have to pay anything up front. They only pay when you make a sale. So it's better for the company because now they don't have to have this whole entire thing where they're, paying some marketing company that's going to tell them and pitch them on something like in Mad Men, they're pitching them on it. But now with affiliate marketing, you could actually have a product that's doing well, and then you could just send it to or you could find a product started doing well. It's already proven. People already know about it. And then you could just market it for them. And if you make sales, the company, awesome, you're making sales. But if you don't make sales, if you don't actually have that income coming in, then then the company doesn't pay you. But if you do, they pay you. If you don't, they don't pay you. So it's in your best interest to make sales. So it's really good for the company and it's really good for you because you as an individual now get that money instead of that big boardroom of people in suits. Those boardrooms still exist, but now you get your foot in the door and be able to make those sales. And if you do it right, if you get leads in order to actually send somebody down that funnel and make those affiliate sales. And I like to focus on recurring affiliate, like affiliate that's going to pay me this month and then pay me again next month and pay me again until that person maybe cancels, or sometimes they have a set window like 12 months, 24 months, or some are lifetime. So as long as that person stays subscribed or whatever, they're going to actually stay as long as they stay subscribed to your whatever that tool is. If it's a lifetime, for instance, High Level, I was showing you High Level right here. This is a marketing tool. And if somebody signs up for that, I actually would get 40, I think it's 30 or 40, I think it's actually 40% of whatever their bill is would go to me. And now it's in my best interest because I got you to do that for you to stay subscribed. So I want you to be successful. So it's in my best interest to make sure that you win because I'm promoting that. If you cancel, I lose money. So the only reason that you would keep it is if you're successful. And the only reason that you'd be successful is if you're making money with it, right? Does that make sense? If you agree, if that makes sense to you, just drop like a thumbs up or a one actually drop a one in the comments if that does make sense to you. Because now you're going to be able to actually have that recurring income coming in over and over and over again. And now you have a thing called passive income. And that's basically what this is. You find tools. Not all of these things are like ChatGPT, no affiliate program. I'm sharing it with you because that's a tool that I use. Don't think that everything has to be an affiliate program, but there's going to be a certain amount of things that you could integrate into your workflow or whatever your niche is. If maybe you're a dog trainer, do people need regular subscriptions to different things that they could subscribe to that you can get a commission on? All these different things. I'm just threw that out as a random thing, but whatever your niche is, go and find, again, you don't have to do recurring, excuse me. You don't have to do recurring, but it does make a big difference. It does. At least it does for me. So, okay. So, and then in this case, it would be like email opt-in, and then you would have different tools in order to get the traffic. I use, like, for YouTube, I use this tool called Spotter, which is really like, I recently started using it and I can't believe that I just started using it because it has helped me find so many more virally type topics to talk about. Think about it this way: when you're making, if you're doing YouTube, by the way, think about it this way. What makes you click on a video? Is it somebody that spells out what it is, or is it somebody that triggers your emotion and then you click on it? So my rule of thumb, and this is I like to do everything with integrity. I like to make sure that everything is exactly what I promise. So even if the thumbnail looks, like, my thumbnail today was like actually an AI generated one, because I remember we're trying to actually do as much of this with AI as possible, because I'm only one person and I could either hire it out, do it myself, or have AI do it. Those are the only three options. The only three options. So I prefer to first do as much with AI as I can, and then you hire it out and then do whatever's left yourself. And then hopefully by there's a point that you're only doing the bare minimum yourself. And in all honesty, based off the way that AI has been going over the last couple of years since it's been mainstream, I honestly don't think that this is going to get, like, I don't think it's going to get less used. I think it's the line is going to be blurred even more and more. So take advantage of these tools now, because it's going to get crowded just like anything else. But right now is your opportunity to take advantage of this. If you don't do it now, it may work later, but it may not. But the thing is that these tools are generating leads that I could send down a funnel, that I'm able to make sales. And guess what? I don't know how to tell you this, but a lot of people, they tell me I'm not good at writing emails. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to show you something real quick. Show you something. This is really crazy. So I have long form video copy right there. I have shorts and copy that will write all my scripts for my reels. I have email marketing. Look at this. Ooh, look, it's helping me write all these emails. You might have even gotten some of these emails from me today. And what I'm doing right here is I'm building myself a project that I could just drop a link or make a few notes, and it will generate me my week's emails or 2 weeks of emails. And I just schedule them out. And now I don't have to worry about that. So all these things that you could do that you used to have to either hire out or do yourself, tools like ChatGPT or any of the other alternatives, they are going to save you so much time. And once you have a template, you can keep on doing, like, generating more and more content like that. So it's not just going to generate perfect content right out of the bat, but it will generate stuff that is going to be able to help you shortcut it. Once you have that template, you fine tune your template. And guess what? If you want, it's like, this isn't working quite how I wanted, you do a little tweak to your template and you try something different. If it works, then you go down that path. If it doesn't, then you try something else. And that's what I feel like the direction that AI is going to be. It's like we're going to be generating stuff with AI, and then we're going to be testing it. And whatever works, we're going to have AI generate more content like that. And whatever doesn't work, we're going to generate less of it or none of it. And we're going to keep on fine tuning. And there was somebody that that's in one of my communities, that one of the communities that I'm in, and they were talking about email marketing. And like, oh, won't it sound like AI? But if you're using AI for all your content and you're actually the one that's prompting it and actually creating it, then then when you do that, it's going to actually people, they won't know the difference. So you're actually prompting it, you're putting your thoughts into that AI. And now you're going to be able to actually step aside, and the AI is going to continuously generate that same type of content, and people aren't going to be able to know the difference. So because I want passive income, I want to be able to remove myself as much as I can from this. So, like, for my flow on what I have to do manually in all of this is really these lives where I'm hanging out with you, which is, I feel like, the most important part, because we get to hang out together. I enjoy hanging out with you. Like, I enjoy having these conversations with you. It's fun for me because I feel like we're having a good time and I enjoy sharing these things. And it's an easy way for me. Like, I'll be perfectly honest, I have a monetized YouTube channel, and that's how I could also make additional income from, like, ad revenue that comes onto these, and then also leads. So it's not just the one thing. Then I can repurpose it into a shorter maybe it's an hour long live and you could shave it into, one more short piece of content, but you could also take that live and you could even cut it up into smaller pieces and re-upload that. So you do one live and then you have another long form piece of content. Then you have maybe one or two or three, however many you get, like things you covered in that live stream. And then you could have either AI. I feel like AI is close to being I think it's really good at like editing down a live long form into something slightly smaller, but I don't think it's quite there yet in order to fully do it. But I use a tool called Descript in order to really help me with that. And again, that I actually do have it right there at the bottom, easy AI edits. And when I use Descript in order to, here, I'll just bring it up real quick. So this is one thing I do with a lot of my domains, by the way. I'm clicked on the wrong tab, sorry. One of the things I do with a lot of my domains is I actually create, if I can't capture the lead, I still want to, have some way to actually share it. So I go to, I'm able to share that short link, and then that's a recurring affiliate product, and I can share that. But it's like I told you, it's right there in my checklist, wherever my checklist went. Boom. For some reason, their site likes to slow my computer down on lives. I don't know why, but it's one that I talk about right here. So I know that you're saying like, oh man, I don't know what you're like, what the thing is that I am going to promote, or what products can I promote on this funnel. Well, again, it could be different. Unless you're just, again, it's not crowded. You could copy every single thing I'm doing, promote every single product that I'm promoting. You could even take this checklist, go and grab it, and go right here and hit file, make a copy, and you'll make a copy of this checklist. And now you have your own lead magnet. I mean, it's up to you. You could definitely, you're welcome to, I have some videos. Some of these are mine. Some of these are other people's videos that are tutorials. Not all of them are mine. You don't need to have videos that are your own. Go find them on YouTube. Maybe it's a good tutorial. Just show somebody how to do it. You do not need to make this content yourself. And I mean, they'd be very happy that you're sending traffic their way anyways, but go ahead and just find the things that go in here. You're like, I don't know what to do. Look at this. There's this tool. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called ChatGPT. And what it does is it helps you figure things out. And you can create these projects now that it makes it even easier. But go in there and say, hey, this is my niche. I want to have products that I can promote. And if you don't know, ChatGPT, let me just open up a fresh one. It has this little feature right here where it says search the web. And we could find whatever. Ooh, those are the most, okay. I've seen the most recent, the things that are being searched for right now. Oh, okay. Where's the thing? Okay, so think about any other niche. We were talking about dog training. Why don't we just do that? Give me a list of 20 a dog trainer. I'll call it dog trainer. I prefer, and you can even say I prefer subscriptions that I get recurring commissions, that I get recurring affiliate commissions for. So again, I just hit search. I didn't even give it a base prompt. I usually try and give ChatGPT a personality, but this is like a basic search. Look at this. Let's see what it gives us. I haven't even tried this. This is me just trying things live. Look at this. There we go. Okay, look at this. Trainpets.com offers 25% recurring monthly commission on the Elite Dog Owner Club membership. There's something right there. That's 25% every single month. And then along with 50 to 65% initial sales. So you get a bump at the beginning and then 25% recurring. What do you know? Okay, now we have Dabber Academy and provide 50% recurring commission on their 20 $1 a month, that's $10 a month. So any person that signs up over here, you're going to get $10 a month as long as they stay signed up. K9 Training School offer start commission at 35% with the top affiliate earning 50. Okay, so I don't know if that's recurring. It doesn't say, but that's at least 35%. Here's another one, recurring. Consider the dogs. Provide 5% recurring commissions on a 12-month. That's what I was saying, like 12-month commission. There you go. That's recurring for 12 months. So you're not just getting paid once. Again, I prefer the lifetime ones, but hey, if it fits into your niche, there you go. Success Dogs offers 50% commission on their training courses. Lifetime cookie duration. That's lifetime. Cookie duration basically means that if they click on it and then they come back, and if it's lifetime and then they buy like a year later, as long as they bought it from the same browser that has that cookie on it, you still get commission. Just so you know what that means. But I'm just trying to make a point here. I literally pulled a topic out of my butt just now. Get the mental image, whatever you want to say. And I just showed you how easy it was for me to find 20 products. Maybe all of these don't work. Go through these. Now you can go back, create this, and actually give them a thing like maybe they're not marketing, so they don't need to do that thing, but give them, hey, first sign up for this program. Boom. Now do this. Boom. Now do this. Boom. And I have these little checks right here. Look at, you can hit done, 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 or go sign up for this. And if you want to add whatever perks or whatever, if they sign up to that, then that's great. So point is that you could come up with anything. You could modify this however you want. You can come up with your own. I'm just saying you can copy it. It's up to you. But I use different things like AI in order to get different leads. Like, again, I was talking about Spotter but by the way, if you haven't signed up for Spotter yet, there's a link in the description, and they have like a crazy, I don't even know how they're doing it. It's beyond me, but I know people that are actually that talk to them directly, and they're actually doing it, but they're giving away like $25,000 this month on like a giveaway just for people that sign up for their trial, and they give you like 60 days to try it. You do have to create an account, and every single time that you create like a project, like when I created the research for this particular video, that gave me another entry into that drawing that's going to be for $25,000. It's $20,000 for one person, and 5 people get 1,000, just so you know. So it's not one person's getting 25. It's 6 people are winning 20, and then 1 count. Okay. But yeah, it's such a, like, I was able to reverse engineer, I think it was this video right here. I reverse engineered this. It helped me find additional titles that were similar, that are going to be a little bit more trendy. And again, I linked my channel. I linked some similar channels that I'm monitoring that have the same niche. And now I'm able to find videos that are like popping, that are outliers. Like here's Chase right here. He does very similar content to mine, which, to my point, I could do a carbon copy of Chase's content, and it wouldn't matter, because Chase is Chase and I'm me. You can go copy me and it won't matter, because I'm me and you're you. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you start. Like, one thing that I hear a lot from people, this is everywhere, is I'm going to start in the new year. Oh, I'm going to do it later. Like, this is only until the end of the year. And you can go, and again, I put the link in the description. I also throw it on that checklist. I put it in my school. You can go to the school and join it. It's completely free. And just join my school and then get on that checklist, or grab that checklist, make a copy, and do all that stuff. But you could say, I'm not ready to start. This is free. And you get to use the tool that's actually gotten me leads and made me more money just because I'm using this free tool, or it's free for 60 days. So I'm using the tool for free for 60 days. It's made me more money than it would have cost me if I paid for it. And they have a giveaway. So you could always just get it, see if it works, and cancel it, and still try and get that 25. And if you don't do it, then that's like, I'm saying, if you don't take action, the only person that you have to blame is yourself, because there's so many people that make excuses. And, there's nobody we can blame for, oh, I don't have enough money, it's not working for me, if you've never started. If you don't start, it really doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't. But if you start, just go out and start. Like seriously, just go out and start. Okay, gonna get off my high horse. I feel like that's one thing. It's like go and do it. Sorry about my little rant, but that's always a thing with me. It's like, I don't have any results, and they're like, oh, what have you done so far? Like I go to my checklist. And I say, what step are you on? I'm like, oh, I'm about to get started. That's why you don't have any results. You don't have any results because you haven't even done anything. You haven't even started. So don't come and say that you don't have any results if you haven't even actually like done the first step. And again, you may be doing something slightly different than me. You may actually be building some different niche, and you might need to change it a little bit. But hey, grab this list. Go to ChatGPT or whatever your AI bot of choice is and paste that in there and say, this is what this niche is for, but I'm going to be doing dog training or whatever your niche is. How can I rewrite this? And so it would be an effective, sequence of a checklist for me for this niche. And then it will give you something to do. And if you agree with it, then paste it in. If you don't, continue to chat with the bot until you fine tune it into what it needs to be. It is so insanely easy in order to create this stuff nowadays. Like I can't show you my phone right now because it's my camera at the moment, but I always hear people like, oh, I don't have the gear to start doing live streaming. I don't have the gear to start recording video. I don't have the gear. You have a film studio that you carry around with you in your pocket. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like I'm in my 30s right now, later 30s. I don't. And when I started doing content, like actually creating content, it was like the late 90s, and the things we had to do to make the simplest video was crazy. And the fact that we all are just carrying around a movie studio in our pocket, it's just mind blowing to me. The excuses I hear. Just go and start. Like, I'm giving you a checklist to go step by step. And the thing is, like, make sure you bookmark it when you grab it. Again, it's free. I'm not charging you. The way I make money is if you happen to go through one of my links, and hopefully you do just to support me. And if not, I'm glad that I was able to help you succeed. I want you to win, whether you go through my links or not. Maybe you already have an autoresponder. You don't want to go through the one that I'm recommending. Power to you. Awesome. I'm not worried about it. There's be plenty of people that I could help that are going to be able to, go through those links. Or like say I'm using StreamYard. Maybe you're using OBS, which is a free option. But OBS takes a lot more CPU power out of your computer. I see the point. Depends on what you need. So go ahead and use OBS if it works for you. Okay. I went down my little rant hole. Rant hole? Is that a thing? I don't know. Math. Okay. So now we're just going to go down this real quick. So the idea, I'm going to reset my brain real quick. So you want to have something that will be able to capture their email, right? So capture an email. And again, I'm using High Level. And I also use Kit for different email stuff, but I'm finding that High Level is actually solving my needs a lot better. It's more all-in-one platform it's a little bit more expensive than Kit, but it definitely has gotten, it's been a better platform for me for my needs. As far as that is, if you're looking for like a newsletter, I think Kit's probably a really good option. But if you're looking for a marketing suite, I find that High Level is working better for me. So again, I talked about, if you do, I have a snapshot, and as I have new funnels and stuff like that, I'm just going to give them to you. But you do need to have High Level to do that. I'm not going to do that with Kit. So if you do go High Level, feel free, just steal my snapshot. It's in the checklist. Just take it from me. And then there's Spotter. If you're not doing YouTube, which I recommend, YouTube is the best platform for video, by the way. And anybody that says otherwise, I need, can you bring me some evidence on why you disagree with me? Because I can give you a list of why YouTube's the best video platform. Maybe Twitch is like a close second, but it definitely is. It's a close second for private stuff, Twitch. But as far as like a platform for discovery, there you go. ChatGPT, there's a free version. So you have your copy covered, free, no cost, $0. I have the $20 a month plan, and you also get to use Sora with it now, by the way. So you can generate some video, which is going to help you with some of the stuff that I'm going to get to in just a minute. Now, then you have free video editor. You can make your thumbnails. You can do those things like you could all those things. Now, I use a tool called Replicate, and I've started to do that with for my um for my thumbnails and some marketing stuff. So I used it and trained my face. Is this reloading? Yeah, there you go. I used it and I trained my face on this model. So I fed it basically like 40 images of my, excuse me, I'm a little burpy today. I've been burpy like on a lot of my lives. Sorry. I'm sorry. You're lucky. What's up, Jillian? How's it going? Yeah. Oh, thank you for showing up live, Jillian. Appreciate you. If you do have any questions, shoot me, let me know. And I know you know this, Jillian, but if anybody ever wants either here, if you want to talk to me live, but also just jump into my school. I'm very, very happy to help you if you come in there and ask me questions. I'm definitely happy to help you. But again, I can't help somebody that's not going to take the first step. So jump in there, ask questions, and then go take action. And I appreciate you, Jillian. All right. So I cloned my face. I trained it. I used a tool called Replicate. Burpee. I know I'm a little burpy. Should I do some burpees? Should I just should that be one of my streams someday where I'm just like doing burpees? Oh God, that sounds terrible. Ooh, if there's one workout that drives me crazy, it's burpees. Sorry. I'm not gonna get off track. I'm not gonna let the ADHD win. Again. Okay. So what I did here, and just I'll show you my whole process with my thumbnails real quick. I took a tool, this tool right here, Spotter. Again, go grab the free trial. Every time that you enter into this, like create a project, it's going to enter you into the drawing for $25,000, which is only going until the end of the month. You also get 60 days free of this tool that's making me money. I don't know how to tell you. You're not gonna be able, unless you create an actual trial, not just create an account. You're not gonna be able to enter into the drawing. So just go and create it. If you don't like it, just set as a reminder to cancel it. If you do, it's making you money. You're welcome. Even if you don't win, you're welcome. So I'm just sorry. Okay. All right. So I take for instance, this is sort of like the thumbnail that I ended up using for today. So I'm going to just go view project, and let me actually just go back to, this is not the thumbnail. Let me just go back to my main page so you can show you the project. I think this was the one around here. There we go. So this is like today's thumbnail. There we go. Say tweak it. That brings us back to that page. Now, when I went here, I gave it a little prompt just to talk about a little bit what I was going to do in the video. So just like, I'm going to be going about this, 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 and this. You tell it what you're going to do. Where's this going? And then I can go, why is this? Go away. Here. Why is that telling that to me? Because I have it too small. There we go. I had to shrink it. My screen's only a 15-inch screen. So what I did here is you go down here and boom, boom. Oh, it's because I've already posted it. That's why. So if I come over here, I could generate different things like title ideas. I could come up with different hooks. So I have something to talk about at the beginning of the video, a hook at the beginning of the video, or something that's in the comment or in the description, something at the very beginning of the video to say if I wanted to. And then a thumbnail. Now I have a title, which this is today's title. This is the title of today's video that you're currently I'm currently live streaming this to you right now. So then I took that, but I liked this. I kind of dove deep, and if I wanted to, I could even dive deeper into things like, it's covering that up because but I could actually remix the video, say explode this. I want this to be with YouTube's best practices. See, best practices, my style, and it will generate. I said realistic, so to generate me a thumbnail. That's it's not a full thumbnail. It's an AI generated one right here. It even says created with AI, but it gave me a mock-up for a really viral thumbnail that's going to get clicks and get people interested. Now, that's the point of the thumbnail. The The point of a thumbnail on YouTube is not in order to give a label for your video. It's to get somebody interested in your video. You don't have to tell people what your video is fully about you don't have the title in your thumbnail. That's just ridiculous. This is ridiculous, guys. So this is something that's going to catch somebody's eye. And then the second step, the second thing that people need to do, a title. So they catch their eye, they stop the scroll because they saw a thumbnail. And then now they read the title. How to earn $1,000 a day, or how to earn that 1,000 with AI, no experience needed. Well, I'm not lying. I'll show you how to do that. Now, it may take you a little bit longer than it takes me, or maybe you'll go faster than me. Power to you, but I could show you the steps in order to do that. As long as you take action. Again, if you don't take action, that I can't make. There's no magic easy button. There is an easy button that you can get at the store, but it doesn't actually do the work for you. Just so you know, the easy button doesn't do the work for you. It's just a button that makes a noise when you click it. It doesn't actually do the work. So now I have the title, I have the thumbnail, and if I want, I can go also grab, they had this hook, and if you're going to read it, you could also just utilize this hook at the beginning of your video if you like. But what I do after that point is I go over here to ChatGPT. Back over here. You guys see what I'm doing? Keep on going back and forth because I have one screen. Okay. So I go back over here, and I've been working on this one right here where it says, right here, thumbnail prompts. Look at this. So I have thumbnails. So I dropped the thumbnail in here, and then I grabbed this prompt, which you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add it in here. I'm going to create a new tab real quick. And I'm just going to, I'll clean it up in a minute, but I'm going to add this prompt in here. So if you grab the checklist and you want this reverse prompt, just make sure once you do, I'll add more information here. I'll work on this after I'm not live, but I will just add this prompt in here. And if this prompt's been working really well for me, just make sure that if you train this with Replicate, that you change your trigger word, which mine is Jonathan. I'm fairly certain unless you have the same name as me, like if your name is Jonathan and you want to leave it exactly as is, just make the tweaks that you want. Like I make certain little small tweaks, make it, you know what I'm saying. I'm rambling now, but then it gave me a prompt. Now, if you look up here, there's some of them, if it's not quite right, I can make a few little tweaks, little notes, so on and so forth. Now, then I could take this, and for some, I always want it just to be more like this. You want it to start with your name, the name or the trigger word, whatever. Your trigger word could be whatever you want. I just have it be my name. But then I can take that and come over here to Replicate. And if you could see here, I pasted that in here, and then I made a few little tweaks to Replicate, very small tweaks, or to the prompt. I wanted a few little changes, not much, very few little changes. But that's not me. That is a AI created person. And yes, I could go and create I can go and find a spot to throw on my jacket. I actually have a jacket just like that one. How did it know? And I even have a shirt like that one. I must have had some of those in the pictures I uploaded. I don't even know, but it generated exactly what I wanted because I took the thumbnail from Spotter, saved it. It's not quite the same. It's the same concept. It's not going to be exactly the same through Replicate, but now because I cloned my face, and again, go do this. What are you waiting for? Jeez. God. And I put it in here, and then I said 16 by 9 because I want it to be the shape of a thumbnail. If you want it, you could also use this very easily for promotional video posts. Say every thumbnail you also want it to be a Instagram style post that you could use elsewhere, and you just want to double up. You could just regenerate the same exact thing. It will also be different when you do, and make it whatever aspect ratio you want, maybe 1 by 1. So if you have thumbnails that worked really well, just go and recreate them as image posts. And then I always turn the prompt strength up to 1. It usually starts at 0.8, but I just turn that up. And then number of outputs, you can go up to 4. Personally, I want to make sure it's all good. So I always just leave it at 1, but it takes, it's going to take longer. It's going to take 4 times longer if you do 4. But then I usually just leave these as is. And then this one, if you ever find a generation that works really well over time, look at this. So you have a show log. You'd be able to come right here and grab this seed right here. See, for this one, it says 37438, and a seed with AI generated content. If you grab a seed that from something that works, you're going to generate something relatively similar next time. If you leave that blank, it's just going to grab a seed at random. But if you want it to be consistent, so say you find a thumbnail style that you like, a art style that you like, save that seed and then just drop that seed in on every one of your generations for your thumbnails, and it's going to generate a similar type of video every single time, or image every single time. It's not going to be the same. Obviously, the prompt is going to change it, but it's going to have a similar aesthetic. So when people see your video, like your videos or your thumbnails, they're going to be able to start recognizing that they're yours because they're all consistent. So if you want consistency, just grab the seed. There you go. And then I have my index because there's a platform called Hugging Face. Here, I'll just show it to you real quick. And this is actually where my model is stored. You train it through Replicate, and then you have Hugging Face right here where you just save it, and you just have a directory, and you can go over here. So where was the tab? There we go. And then there you go. And then under here, the only thing I ever change is, this is just me being picky because YouTube doesn't like the other one, but it exports it usually as WebP, but I just switch it to PNG. And it also has JPEG, but I just switch it to PNG. And then when I'm ready, I could just hit the button and it will actually just generate an image like this. And you can see, like, it will just generate a very similar image. Then I save it. And let me see if this is the right. Come on, Canva. Well, that's not the same. That's my old one. So let me just go to home real quick. I'll just show you that same one from today, from this live. And you could do this for the most part, all with the free version of Canva. But I pay, I think, what, $110 a year. So I pay for the premium one. You don't have to. But see, all what I did here was I took that same thumbnail that it generated. And actually, I have this. Let me just show you. It's actually below. So make it easy on me because I upscaled it. So I created a higher resolution one. But all what I did, ungroup it, was I created. Can I do this? There you go. So if you look at the image of me, darker in that image, right? You probably looked better with me brighter, right? So all what I did was I doubled the image. And you can do this too. I used to do this all the time when I was just making my own thumbnails by scratch, but I would double the image. And then I use the remove background feature in Canva. And that's the part, like, they make you pay for that part. That's part of the premium one, just so you know. If not, you can go to like remove.bg and it will do it for free. And you can remove the background. You just have to layer it on top. But then I just threw these little emojis on top of 2 of these. These are just smiley faces, but I wanted to have like a little bit of the AI emoji and then one with a dollar tongue sticking out, for funsies, because I thought it looked cool and I thought that it was similar in the same sort of thing as the other one. But now I just have this image, a little darker, so I felt like brighter. Typically the person should be a little brighter. And then I added this little symbol on here because it's like, it's like an Apple logo, but a dollar symbol. You see what I did there? I'm glad that you like it, Jillian. Like, it's so easy. Like, I can't tell you how easy this stuff is. You just have to do it. If you don't do it, it's not going to happen. Like, you don't have to do it all. Just start. Like, there's no like, oh, I can't get that all done today. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to just get the first step done today and then go on from there. If you don't do the first step, why would you be frustrated about not being on step 10 yet? Just answer that to me. Makes no sense. Sorry for the tough love rant, but it's life. So then let me just show you this one thing. So I showed you this one that I had here. So what you could do is just when you have everything, I just go over to edit. So you go to edit over here, and you can do this thing right here where it says image upscaler. And you can just click all the page. And when you do that, when you click all the page, it will actually flatten it and create an image like this. Oop, what'd I do? It will flatten it and create it. Layers. So it's grabbing the top layer. Go backward. There we go. So then it creates one of these that's a little higher res and flattened. And now see the difference between. So I don't know if you could see too much of the difference, but the difference between the two parts of my face, it's a little bit crisper. I only 2x'd the resolution, but it makes it pop a little bit more. And I know you say, oh, that you look a little digital there. It gets people to click on it. It gets people to look at your video. And I think that one of the key things is actually still provide value in your video or whatever you're talking about. You want people to click. If you don't have a good thumbnail, if you don't have a good title, which again, the thing that could help you do that is a tool like Spotter. It's going to help you with your thumbnails. There's also things like vidIQ, but Spotter is really working for me insanely well. If you ask anybody, I would never tell you to go and grab something that I don't use myself. There's something in my brain that won't let me do it through integrity. Like I won't do that. Like I don't care if it's not about making a sale for me. It's about actually having something that works that I could share and help somebody else succeed. That's what I want. So this tool it really does. Again, links in the description. Go and grab the trial. I'm also, if you do it and you let me know that you did, I might even find some perks that I could throw your way in order to help you out, because I just want you to go and take action. And beautiful thing about perks is like when you do this is like digital stuff is easy to share. That's a perk. Right, Jillian? All right. A little ranty today. I'm on one. All right. So where was I? Okay. So yeah. So now I have the thumbnail. I could upload it into a tool. Like I'm using StreamYard, which I can't really bring it up on the screen because I'm actually using it, but this is StreamYard. It's on the list. You can use whatever you want. This is StreamYard. You're able to do things like, stream just like I'm doing right now. And just so you know, when I'm streaming, I'm able to record this whole screen in a higher resolution, a little bit higher quality than if I just saved like the YouTube live, which you could save that from YouTube. And then I could take that live stream and have a tool like Descript, like this one, Descript, which I have, cut that live stream down, which is going to happen to this one, and shrink it down into another video that's uploaded. Because sometimes I bet not everybody that is hanging out here live would watch a uploaded video and vice versa. So you're able to serve two different audiences from one bit of effort. And then because of things like StreamYard, again, they have like Restream's another one. You could also use OBS, but again, it does take a lot more CPU power. I'll just show you what that is. It's the OBS project, completely free, Windows, Mac, and Linux, but it does take a lot of CPU power. A lot of people use it for like gaming, streaming. So if you have like a good gaming computer, I'm operating off a laptop right now, and it makes my computer very hot. So personally, using something like StreamYard means that it's uploading this one stream to the cloud, and then I could stream to Twitter, X, I could stream to YouTube. I could also go to Facebook, LinkedIn. There's a custom feed that you could output, but to pick whatever's best for you. But another thing that I could do with this is I could save just the camera image. Granted, you could hit record on a camera if you have it, and that could work great too, but it saves my camera, and then I could drop that into Descript, and Descript, I'll have it use its AI feature to analyze, because it creates a transcript for the entire video. And then I could have the AI take that transcript and find pieces that I'm able to clip. Now I can have one video. I have all these different shorts. And as you start putting out, they're like, wow, you did one live. And now you have 20 pieces of content that you're able to release. You see how that works? One live, 20 pieces of content. Yeah, maybe 2 long form. And like I have a couple lives that I'm done that I'm actually going to be able to splice even more long form content out of it. Now you could still do longer content or edited content, but this is a way for you to actually take one piece of effort, and maybe you only have time to go live one time a week. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like you have several long form pieces of content that you can sprinkle throughout the week, and shorts that are going like every single day, that are helping keep the algorithm alive because you went live once. If you go live just once, it's not really going to do you as much good. You're not going to be able to, YouTube's going to go, oh, they're going live once. And this is attention market right here. YouTube wants people to be constantly paying attention to something. So it makes sense to repurpose as much as possible, because why would I not? Like, there's some of the best people, like the biggest names out there. They ask, how are you able to post content so much? Because a lot of that content, they take that content that they posted 6 months ago, they take it and they make some slight modifications to it and re-upload it, because the people that are watching it today are different than the people that are watching it 6 months ago. So why are you making the same content over and over again? I'm not saying just re-upload content, but you could take some content that you had from the past, repurpose it, and then stack that on top of the new stuff, so you always have a lot of extra content coming out. So I like have a catalog of stuff that I'm building up that I'm going to continuously be able to put out as repurposed content as I go. So you can do the same thing in whatever your niche is. You don't have to go as ham crazy as me, but just do whatever you can do. But point is, just start. And tools like this make it so much easier. And also, if you are a podcasty person, so maybe you have a podcast, this is slightly off topic. This is one thing that I think, there's a couple other tools that do this too. Like I know Riverside FM does it. I forget if Restream does it now or not, but you say I bring a guest on my live, and maybe I'm recording a podcast, and I want it's going to be a stream, but I want the actual podcast episode to be really polished, 4K, whatever. You could do that with this, because it saves everything locally on their computer, and then you wait a little bit after the live, and then it uploads everything to the cloud, and then you'll end up bringing everything back down, and then you're able to just throw it into a tool like Descript or whatever editing tool you're using, and have it. I'll use Descript because it has like all these crazy podcast auto editor features. It's really fun. But then you're gonna have like a high quality video that you're gonna be able to re-upload that doesn't look like a stream. It looks like, people recorded locally on their own computer because they did. So that's a little off topic, but another reason I like using tools like this over using OBS if I have to, but they all serve their own purpose. So again, use whatever's right for you. Okay. A little long-winded today. Sorry about that. And if you're getting value out of this, and if you do like this, just throw like a 1 in the chat, so I know that I'm on the right track, that I'm sharing the right things. Because I want to make sure that I'm sharing things that are really helpful for you. And I'm just going through my funnel basically. So we kind of went through. Go back to the checklist. I'll add this in and clean that up in a little bit. But make sure you don't miss all these prompts, because these are like image prompts down here to make like text posts or image posts and stuff. So now I have like Replicate, StreamYard is what we were just talking about. Descript is an editor. If you want to be on camera but don't want to record yourself, you could always use also a tool called HeyGen, and that tool, again, that's also one that has has a recurring affiliate program if you wanted to promote it. And you can take that and it will create. You ever see like those AI avatars that you're like, is that a real person? That's HeyGen. That's most likely HeyGen that they're using in order to make those. It's really cool. Then there's Runway Gen 3, which is a video generator. So if you want to create content, AI generated footage to put together in something like Descript, you could just do that super easily and start using that. But that is a paid tool, just so you know. But then there's also Sora, and if you have at least the $20 version of ChatGPT, then you are going to get free generations every single month. They do it in credits, so they say that the $20 plan gets you 1,000 credits, which from what I've been told, that roughly equates to about 50 video generations a month that are like 5 seconds long each. I haven't hit that cap yet. I'm still testing it. I'm making a bunch of stock footage that I'm going to share with people, probably for free. So why not? Come on, so it's fine. AI generated footage. And then I did a video the other day, a stream about how to create Facebook pages, and that's one thing. In all honesty, that's one of my biggest places that I get my leads. I create a Facebook page, and I create a bunch of Facebook pages, and every couple days I've just been making another one or adding another Facebook page, because that's just another page that I could post content onto. And a thing about meta platforms like Facebook or Instagram is that you could post the same exact thing on, not even have to re-export it or change there's like code in every single file that you have, by the way. But you could post the same thing. So if you have 20 Facebook pages, you could post the same reel to 20 Facebook pages, the same image post that gets you leads to the same Facebook pages. You can post the same text post to the same Facebook pages over and over and over again and get leads from every single one. Like, let me see if I have it up right now. See, here's one that we made. I made the live the other day. Here's one. Here's like, I have a list of a whole bunch of them that I have. All of these, I post every single day to all of these. And I use a tool actually called Radar to do it. Again, I put that right on the checklist. Anything I'm talking about right here, it's Radar. It's a multi-platform scheduler. It's what I use. And I'm actually going to be playing around and seeing if I could also, I'm experimenting, not telling you to do it. I'm going to play around and see what I figure out on how to use it with Blue Sky, because I saw, oh, this is low hanging fruit. Maybe I can do so. Don't copy me on that one. I'm experimenting. No, not advice. You can copy me if you want, but that's not advice. I'm still experimenting and trying it out myself. But I take that and I use this tool, and I'm able to, is it gonna load? I don't know if it's gonna load. But I'm able to post it onto multiple platforms. They even have AI post generator. So it's able to help you come up with posts and everything. So say I have an image of myself post, like holding a sign. I've been using that one with a whole bunch of things. Me holding a sign. People, you want to learn more about how I'm making the thing? Go to the link in the down below, and it has a link to my landing page, which gets them on my email list, which then I could sell and make money with. And then I could also get them a copy of this checklist, which helps them succeed in whatever I'm doing. Again, I'm doing AI stuff. Go make a Facebook page. Again, we were using the example about dog training. Look, the dog training example is great. Where did that go? But yeah, we could use the example about dog training and come up like, hey, there it goes. See, I have a whole bunch of Facebook pages connected to one account, and I'm able to, and if you see, if I click here, connect, you do Facebook, Instagram, you do TikTok, but do TikTok at your own risk, because TikTok is ban happy. You could do Twitter, and they did Threads. I didn't even realize they added Threads. I'd have to play around with that one. Blue Sky, which that's a new one again. So I guess they added both of those probably at the same time. LinkedIn, you could post to wherever. YouTube, you could add that one in for. I still upload like my long form stuff directly from YouTube, but things like like posts and stuff like that, go ahead. If you want Vimeo, but whatever makes sense. If you have a Telegram community and you just want to share everything into that Telegram community, you can do that too. It's up to you. But the ones that I like to focus on is Facebook pages, Instagram, and YouTube. And mainly with Radar, the thing about it is, like, if you have a post, only post it to YouTube once, but you could post it to Facebook or Instagram multiple times. So if you have content that you from like 6 months ago, and maybe some of it didn't like hit the algorithm right, you can go ahead and just re-upload that. Just take that same exact content and put it back into Radar and have it start posting to those same Facebook pages again. Because the goal of those pages isn't to build like your shiny personal brand. It's to get you leads. It's to get you leads to get into your funnel, and then you could help them succeed in something, whatever it is that you're marketing. It's about getting leads. So, okay. I better stop myself or I'm going to go down a rant hole. Is that a thing? Is rant hole a thing? I don't know. Okay. So you would basically just get all these different pieces of content, schedule them out. And another really cool thing about Radar is that you could actually schedule things out. You could download I'll show you in another live. I'll go through it and I'll just show everybody live exactly how to do it. But you take a document, which is like an Excel file, it's a CSV file, the generic version of that. You take a CSV file, and then you could upload it into Radar, and it would have like one column would have the date, one column would have what type of content it is, one column would have the title or the caption, and then there's a couple different categories, yes, no, on different things. And then there's also this spot where it says, where's the file located? If you could there's a whole bunch of different ways that you could host it, but Dropbox, go grab a free Dropbox account unless you have a paid one. I have a paid one, but you can grab the free one, put your reels and your photos into Dropbox, and when you hit the share file, it's going to create like this link, right? And that link ends with a 0. If you change the 0 to a 1, your Dropbox link becomes a download link. And then that download link, you put it into that CSV file, upload it into Radar, and then hit the button, and it's going to download all of those into Radar, schedule them out on however many platforms you're scheduling out onto that you have linked to it, all just by uploading a single file, not changing anything. Just fill it out in an Excel file, drop it in. If you want to re-upload all those things, you just change the dates and re-upload everything. Or maybe that you want to remove something, remove a column, move everything up. That one doesn't need to be re-uploaded. Boom. Save yourself so much time. So much time. And again, all of these things are just I'm giving you this checklist. I'm giving you everything you need in order to just rip off everything I'm doing. And then I also showed you exactly how to do it if you wanted to switch your niche. You're not promoting AI. That's fine. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, Julian, I assume that you're talking about the how you could just upload that. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like that saves you so much freaking time. And I know people say, "Oh, but a scheduler, it's going to it works." I've gotten leads from it. A lot of leads from it. It works. So I mean, yeah, it works. And the thing is, like, things when they show up, you may be able to go to the page and see that that little thing that says posted with Radar might say that in the thing if they actually go to your Facebook page. But when you see when somebody's like scrolling through reels on Facebook, and it doesn't have a little thing that says this was uploaded with Radar, it doesn't say that. It just does it. Oh yeah, yeah. Jillian, also, if you go to this channel that I'm streaming on YouTube, I'll share it. I'm going to add it to the checklist. How about that? I'm going to add this to the checklist and make it easy for you. But I did a video, but it's one of the videos that still it does really well on my channel for some reason. But it shows exactly how to do that, because people were saying, how do you just do that? Like, I made a quick video. People were asking how to do it, and that video still gets me views, gets me leads, gets me all that stuff. And I think I made it like 4 years ago or something like that. A while ago. It was like the beginning of 2020, whatever the math lines up for that. So maybe a little under 4 years ago. But is that right? Don't make me think about math. That sounds longer. Oh God, my brain. But I'll add it into this checklist. Yeah, because that's the thing. Go grab this checklist. As I think of things, and as people say, "Oh, how do you do this?" I'm just going to add it in here, and you can go reference this. And if there's any updates that I have, videos that I've already done in the past that are going to be helpful, I'm just going to add it in here. Like there's somebody that I learn a lot of these things from, and I grabbed some of these. I'm like, you could see some of his videos right here. Like this is Chase's videos. He does a lot of. You should go follow him. He's great. He's going to teach you a lot. Then there's things that I'll probably be able to help you with that he can't, and vice versa. It's like that's why you got to find people that are going to be able to help people. like this one, right? Where am I showing it? Like the Facebook one. He didn't have one of those videos, so I went and I made one. I have the Dropbox one, so on and so forth. Okay, done rambling. So now you're gonna say, how are you going to make the content? Well, again, you can create image posts. Here, I'm just going to bring up some of the ones that I have already generated. I got to do another batch of them. That's on my to-do list for the day. Let me just open them up. You can come down here and see all the other ones. And that's kind of like the point. You're not trying to do all of them at once, like everything. I mean, you're not trying to just do this every day. I batched a whole bunch of images like this. See, my AI clone earns, that was a mess up. But if you're worried about the text, the text is going to be the thing that always messes up, if anything, just so you know. Like this one, my AI twin makes me $1,000 at, that was a mistake because see, but if I don't want to worry about the text here, I remember. I'm an AI creation, 1K a day online. It's like I'm an AI creation making 1K a day online. Type AI. That was, see, kept on messing up. I remember this one. It was bothering me. I'm an AI creation making one. Oh, that one, it was like an explanation point. But you could always leave those mistakes in. There you go. Here's a good one. I'm a digital person making 1K daily with AI. Comment AI to find out how. Now somebody comments, it triggers the algorithm. You can do that on YouTube. You can do that on Facebook. You can do that wherever you're posting it, and people will comment. Now you could, with Facebook, you could use tools like ManyChat to automate the replies, but on YouTube, you kind of have to do it manually. There's still, I mean, there are some tools out there, but I use at your own risk because YouTube doesn't approve. But you see, I could take that and I generate one image, and in all honesty, all what I could do, say I wanted to take this same exact image right here. And I wanted to say, okay, this is a pretty good, this a little more facial hair than I kind of let it grow out right now. Don't yell at me. Okay, let me just show you this real quick. But we just change this. I'm going to go to the chat of the GTB math. Give it a new one. Shrink that. Give me 10 variations of this marketing copy. If you know what copy is, it's just marketing text. So I'll just do that. Boom, boom. Again, change it however you want. Make it for dogs, dog walking, dog training. I'm using AI to make $1,000 a day. Want in? Comment AI. Great. Let's just grab that first one. And one thing I did notice is always just, I'm not going to do it all manually. I should have said that in the last one. Write it all capitals. It just, for some reason, works better. Boom. There we go. Boom. See how fast I did this? It's almost like AI is helping me. And then paste that in there. And I'm not going to even change anything else. It might make the background similar. Again, remember I told you that you could always save the seed. I have PNG. I choose to do that. I don't want to be the web one, but you could always just change if you want it to be consistent. Just grab your seed and you could paste in a seed here. I want these ones to be a little more varying, so I'm leaving the seed out. But I'm gonna hit that. Boom. Run. Now it's generating another one with that alternative text. I technically could go and make some tweaks. What I've been doing, you could always just say, like, I changed the close. Give me 5 different 10, each one, give me a variation of what they're wearing. And you just copy and paste out what the clothes are. It's generating the one image. Again, the text could be wrong. Text, if you're doing text, you might do, okay, I'm using AI to make $1,000 a day online. Want in? Comment AI. That's it. I like that. That's ready. I'm going to hit download, and that one is ready to post. Like, no joke. I'm happy with that. And I could make 5, 10, 15, 20 of them just from this, or change the background or whatever I want. Like, and now I have an image post for every single day. Maybe you have one of these every single day on your Facebook pages. Maybe you have another variation every single day. You have a reel or 2 or 3 every single day on your Facebook page that are all generated with AI. It could be a repurposed one. So it's that easy. So I'm not even joking. Not even joking. I know you don't think I'm joking. And I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but I do want to show you real quick. Let me just make sure that I have to change tabs in order to go to the other thing. Ta-da. Because I was using Safari to show you that, and this is only compatible with, what do you call it? Oh, that's why. Okay, let me bring this up right now. I just have to change what tab I'm using. Sorry. Boom, boom. Stop screen share. And I'm going to just share my other screen. There we go. So this is actually Descript. There we go. Let me make sure it looks good. I need to shrink this down a little bit. Oops. So I could see what I'm doing. Make sure it looks good for you. See, these are one monitor problems. If you don't know, I went to my family's house for Thanksgiving, and I just never went home because I work in TV film, and there's nothing going on in Hollywood right now. So I just didn't go home. I'm just spending time with family and recording these videos in an attic with my cell phone instead of my usual camera. Do it with whatever you have. You have a film studio that's carrying around in your pocket. No joke. Okay, so what I did with Descript here, and you could do this too, and I've been thinking about it, and I got to figure out the best way to share it. But I was thinking, if you decide to sign up for probably high level and Descript, and you want to do these things, maybe a bundle. If you do either one of those ones, I'm just going to share a snapshot of some of these shorts. And I mean, if you're doing the AI stuff like I'm doing, it would work. It may not work in your niche, so that may not be the thing you're after. But if you're just trying to clone exactly what I'm doing, you could either generate these things. You did Pictory, you could generate all sorts of AI generation stuff. Don't overthink it. Don't think it has to be perfect, because it doesn't matter. But you could take these same videos and see this one. All what it is I took stock footage from here, which is built into Descript, and I just dropped stock footage. Drop stock footage. It's the same clip. Sorry. This is the same clip. Drop stock footage. Drop stock footage. Drop stock footage. Drop stock footage. Footage. Stock. Stock. Stock footage. Stock footage. Stock footage. I think you're getting the pattern. Stock footage. And then I added in text. Hit this button right here. And just like it just does it automatically. It's crazy. I know it's like magic. And then if you wanted to, what I've been doing, well, also let me show you this real quick. If there's something that you're like, oh man, there's an image that I don't have something. Well, if you want it, again, if you have ChatGPT with the $20 plan, you can go generate something if you want to, but maybe you want to do it all within this one platform. You can come to their Underlord feature, which is their AI. They don't have overlords. We don't want the AI to be our overlords. There are underlords. We control them. But you have this little thing right here. It says generate image. And maybe, what's the name of this? AI robot. Watching videos on a phone. It's just going to be an image for this one, but it's all included. So you could generate something. I don't use this one as much just because I have all the other fun tools, but it's built in, and I haven't had a reason to, because there's been plenty of stock footage. And again, you do whatever is right for you. So now it's generating some images for me. Boom, 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 boom. Look, it gave me 4 images. Now I could go down, I could dive down the rabbit hole a little bit more. Like, how about this one right here? This one's pretty good. Generate this one. And you can just keep on going deeper until you find the image that is right for you. Let's see if it gives me. Boom. Okay. I always find it hilarious how impatient we are nowadays with but there you go. So now look, so if I wanted to, maybe that's the image that I want. Granted, it's square, but it doesn't matter. I guess I could stretch it. And then you can just go to the beginning and you can go to animations. You could add different built-in animations to add just some motion to it, and it will look basically like a video, good enough to get you leads. And if you look at this video, you can go down over here, boom, boom, or to the beginning. And what am I doing? I'm listing 3 things. Again, let's go to the dog training example, since that seems to be what I'm talking about as the example today. So for me, I'm saying, these 3 AI tools are going to turn your videos into cash machines on autopilot. First up, AIchecklist.com. That's my landing page. That goes through like my high level landing page. Anybody that goes to this is going to go actually do that. Like they're going to go and I say it verbally and I put it on screen. And then the next one is easyaiposter.com. That actually goes to Radar. Now, if you don't have a redirect link like I do, just post radar.com. Whatever. Your goal is not to get people to click on these other 2 things. Your goal is to get people to click on this, because almost nobody is going to actually buy anything from clicking on this link or going into this URL. People are going to click on this and they're going to opt into your email list. And then I have another one, Easy AI Edits. That's for Descript. You don't have to do that. Again, just go to descript.com or whatever. But if it was the dog training one, or you say like whatever your landing page is, and then you'd find other dog training resources. And again, if you don't know what they are, go to something, this thing. Yeah, it's super easy, right, Jillian? It's so crazy easy. I don't know why people make it seem like this stuff's hard. And I know, Jillian, I know that you could speak for this. People are like, oh, how are you always doing all this stuff? I'm not. I make it look like I'm always busy. I make it look like I'm always doing this stuff because I'm trying to replace myself with these tools, because your goal to be spending all your time online, or go live the life that you want? So like in this example I was saying, if it's a dog training one, you'd have your landing page, then you'd find 2 or so links. I find that 3 works really well for shorts. I know that you can go up to 3 minutes with shorts nowadays, but I find that people's attention spans are way too short for that. And one little thing that I also do is I try to loop it. Like, see, like that's the last clip. You'll go back to the beginning one. It says like, and that's how these 3 AI tools can turn your video. It works. Trust me. Trying to get everything to loop that way. So just figure it out. Now, I can't give you example for every single niche, but I could tell you exactly how you could use these tools in order to take the niche that you have, take what something's working for somebody else, like what I'm showing you that is working. And I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just telling you it works, and I'm giving it to you. And I'm telling you exactly how I make money off of it, if you so choose. You go through those links. That's the only way I'm going to make money off of it. Unless you want me to help you set it up one-on-one, then I will charge you. That's the only thing I charge for. So, because I don't want to have a full-time job. I want to have passive income, and that's what I feel like most people should really desire. And if the goal is to build a brand, that's a different thing. But if your goal is to make money and live the life that you want, then do this. And for whatever your niche is. If you're into art, you'll find something. It's like, just do it. I'm sorry for the tough love, but it's what it is. But yeah, this tool just works great for me. There's other free ones. CapCut is probably my favorite free, simple editor. So if you're looking for something for free, that would be my second choice. It's like Descript with training wheels on, and simplicity. If you want like flashy social media pulses and stuff, CapCut has that stuff. If you want stuff to be repurposed and done really strategically with machine learning AI, which again, what AI is? It's not a real thing. It's not actually a thing. AI is not something that is actually a real thing. It's machine learning. We all know it. And what is machine learning? Machine learning is smart automations. So anything that could automate something that you used to do manually is AI, because that's what machine learning is. There's no, again, we were talking about the underlord. There's no overlord. It's just an underlord. All right. Just again, let me go back to my Safari. I usually keep all those tabs in Safari, but if you didn't notice, actually, Descript, it was running off of my browser. There is a software that you can. What is it? This one. There is a software that you can add in to Descript, or that you could download. It's on my browser, but the thing is that I find that it works almost better in the browser, which is mind blowing. That I could just upload it from the browser, not worry about having any CPU really usage aside from a little bit of RAM that's being used in my browser, because the way that Descript works is that every single bit of footage that you put into it, say it's a 4K piece of footage, you put it in there, it uploads it to the cloud. Then I could delete it from my computer and not even have that taking space up on my computer anymore. And then when I'm ready to render it, if you don't know what that is, it's just basically processing the video and getting it ready for you to download it. It does it in the cloud, so it's not using any of the resources on my computer. And then when I'm ready to download the final product, it's going to download that. It's going to render in the cloud and then just download the final piece back to your computer. So you basically take the footage, put it in the cloud, and then you edit like a lower resolution one on your browser, and then it just downloads it. Or you could do that from the desktop app either. There's only one thing. Come on. You need a mobile and iPad version. Come on, Descript. Come on. Okay. I'm not going to get mad about it. But yeah, it's really cool. I don't pitch things that I don't use myself. Remember, I don't do that. And this is also like, if you do want to copy this, by the way, I will give you one bit of advice for copying these images, whether you're doing it for thumbnails or images like this. Matt Wolf did a really great video. I think that it's in that checklist already, next to replicate, right? I think it's the one. Make sure it is actually replicate. Yeah, it's a Matt Wolf video. If you don't know who that is, he's a big AI guy. So he's not the AI guy. He's a AI guy. The AI guy is a different person. Just so you know, those are two different people. But yeah, he has a great tutorial. I was able to follow it really easily. So if you have trouble, again, jump into my Skool community. Let me just bring it up again, just so you know the URLs. Skool.com/wealth on autopilot. It's completely free. I don't charge for it there either. And they go like, hey, I didn't get the checklist in the email. If you look at, like, I posted that I was going live today. This is the checklist. If you click that, it would have taken you directly to this page. And no opt-in. Go to if you want to get around the opt-in, there's ways. But hey, if you want to see what my marketing emails are and copy those, by the way that I actually got most of my marketing video or emails was I found somebody that was doing it really well. I copied their emails into ChatGPT, and then I had ChatGPT rewrite them for me for this. And then, yeah, just so you know, you could rip me off 100%. I don't mind. Just do it. Rip me off. I approve of you ripping me off. So, all right. Again, thanks for everybody for hanging out. Jump into my Skool community. And if you do have any questions, I do go live almost every single day. I do repurpose these videos as much as I can, and I do try and cut them down and make them as consumable as possible whenever I can. But that's the way to grow and scale on YouTube now. That's how you do it, unless you want to hire a giant team, which I don't know if you were hiring a giant team, you probably wouldn't be here. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. And don't forget to jump into the Skool, keep creating, keep earning passive income, and I will see everybody in the next one. Peace out. Bye.